Hey YouTube, it's Normal Life, welcome back to my channel, and today we're going to show you the best settings you need for Warzone Season 3, and these are the pro settings that people use when they're on a controller. Now we're going to get straight into the video. Before we get straight into the video, don't forget to like this video and also write a comment below because it helps with the YouTube algorithm, and also subscribe if you're new. So firstly, we're going to start with audio. Audio is probably the most essential things that you need so you can hear footsteps clearly and just key sounds. So we're going to look at audio first. So the first thing you need to have is your audio mix to low boost. People have home theater, but I've noticed a massive difference when I have low boost or boost low when it is footsteps. So you need to make sure that you've got boost and low. When it goes to volume, you need to have it max, obviously, so you can hear everything more clearly. Music I have completely off, so when it comes down to the end music or the beginning of the music, I need to hear everything when I start the game. I don't want any music going on, so I need to hear footsteps. The dialogue you want at 50%. So the reason why you want that is because sometimes when you're trying to listen out for someone or trying to aim at someone, and then suddenly the circle closes and the person who's narrating the circle's closing, can really distract you. So you don't really need dialogue, but the reason why we want 50% because you probably will hear dialogue from other enemies shouting they've thrown a claymore or something out there, so you need to have that at 50%. The effects volume, you need it 100%, so you need to hear basically where bullets getting fired from the distance, so you've got a clear understanding of what's around you, and everything else should be the same really as yours. You've got to have default music for the Juggernaut, hit markers as Modern Warfare 1, what your preference preferred, but that one's my favourite to have. And then everything is completely up to you. Your mic may be different to me. I have my threshold mic on just one. Any higher, you'll hear everything in my room atmosphere, so this is probably for your communication with your teammates. Any lower, your mic gets switched off, so just keep that in mind as well. Also, I have my voice chat turned up depending on your teammates' mic, just because sometimes I can't hear what they are saying and I need to hear key information what they're saying, but depending if they're too loud and you don't want to hear them, just turn it down. And a big one here with the audio is that you want the war tracks as a passenger or when you're driving disabled. You don't want to hear loud music when you're driving. You want to hear everything going on in the game. Okay, with general settings, you want with brightness, depending how you've got your game set out. I have mine in 60, so I can just see rose skins pop out more. So yeah, that's really helped me seeing people in dark corners. Sometimes I feel like I need to push it up, because when it goes to the gulag, was really dark, I can just about see who's shooting me in the gulag. With the film grain, you need it on 0. You probably know that already, because you just don't want anything fuzzy on your screen. It needs to be nice and clear. Subtitles I have off. And when it comes to the colour blinds, the reason why you want the colour blind on, you want the colourblind settings on because so it makes everything pop out in nice bold colours. This is the one I use, is Deanatopia. I don't know how you pronounce it, but that one is the most best one for me. It might be different for you, but I feel like the other one seems a bit yellow and just makes my game look rubbish, but this one makes everything nice and bold with colours, so everything pops out, including the enemy. And also you want this on the colourblind target both. Okay, this one, not saying you suck eggs here, but you should know this one already. Motion blur and your weapon blur needs to be disabled, so nothing is a distraction your view when seeing your enemy. The hub, everyone should know this again. I'm not saying you suck eggs, but you need to make sure that you've got it on square. If you've got it on the circle, you can see the difference on the screen, how much of a percentage you lose of the map, and that could be a key area where you could see someone shooting the top right corner of the square, and you wouldn't see that on the circle. So you need to make sure you got it square for that. Rotation has got to obviously be enabled so it knows clearly where you are, and I have letters so you can give out simple directions: north, south, east, west, where you're going. So yeah, there are the general settings. Okay, and finally we're getting to the most important settings here. Now everyone's different. Some people have a tactical, which I don't like, but it's something I've got to get used to if I did want to use it. I just use default because I'm used to default. You may use tactical. It's completely up to you. So that one's a bit of a preference. What you do want though is your dead zone, and this is where people go, oh, hang on, I'm just going to have my stick drift everywhere. Dead zone to 0. If you have your dead zone any higher, especially when you get to 5, I've noticed when you're aiming down sight and you see a character come at the same time and you find it really slow to lock onto them, that's because the dead zone is slowing your gun down. Okay, so you need more information to move it. But if you have 0 dead zone, you can lock onto enemies. Okay, it's all about skill. So you may get an annoying stick drift when it goes somewhere else, but that's, you've got the stick in your hands, you can control where your gun goes. You only notice it when you stand still and you've got your thumb on your thumb stick. So make sure that you've got dead zone onto 0, guys. That actually is probably the most massive key points, how to easily lock onto the next opponent. This one's preference, horizontal and a vertical stick. I have a 5.5. Sometimes I go to 6.6, but then I'm bumped to 5.5 when I miss shots. Basically, the lower it is, the easier it is to stay on target. The higher it is, it's harder, but the higher it is, it's easier to literally switch to each individual when shooting at. So that's really important as well. Now, this is going to be different for everyone else. So the ADS with the multiplier, with the low zoom and high zoom, I've been using this, which what I seen a pro on Switch use, and it just improved my gameplay so much better. How I just can just quickly zoom onto someone, boom, get the shot off, to the next guy, boom, get the shot off. I have my multiplier on the low, which is on 75. The high zoom is on 65. So it's just simple with that ADS animation. It's just really simple to just basically lock onto an opponent. So yeah, really use that, guys. Or you may want to play with it, you may want to bump it up a bit, but that's what I recommend there. 0.75 to be exact, 0.65. And then once you've loosened your aim with the dead zone and the ADS multiplier, these are two things that are going to counter when trying to lock onto each people really quickly. It is dynamic aim curve, and aim assist is going to be focusing, which is a bit more slower, but it helps you just literally hit headshots much easier with focusing. So I really recommend, guys, dynamic and focusing. Give it a try. If you don't like it, just go to standard. Don't go precision though, either focusing or standard. The rest you should know. I don't want to make it again suck eggs. You should know these about with your behavior. You should have it on tap. It shouldn't be hold down when reloading and using things. Really important one, armor, put it on apply all, because sometimes it's on default as apply one. If you press triangle, it puts them all on for you. As simple as that, so you don't have to worry about that, and you can cancel it when you aim down sight as well. Obviously that should be on default or tap, or actually probably might be hold on default, but make sure you've got your behavior slide as tap. Here's a massive one. This is what the pros definitely do have: automatic tactical sprint. So basically you see pros, they do the slide cancel, then they're constantly sprinting. They hardly just walk in the game. Is because of that setting. They have automatic tactical sprint. So that's a really key one, guys. You may think it's weird when you first use it, but when you use it, you'll never ever go back. It's as simple as that. So just keep using it for like a good few days, and you'll see a big improvement when just trying to counter your opponent, trying to get into a better position and moving straight away from cover when you're getting shot. Definitely have auto tactical sprint on. And then lastly, if you want to get to stuff quicker, you want auto deploy on disabled, so you can get to the ground quicker than your opponent. That's from the start of when you come out of the plane or in any situation, because I think it's around about 30 meters it deploys. So just make sure you got that disabled. Okay, guys, that sums my video up. This is what the pros are using with controllers. It'll be different obviously for mouse and keyboard, which I don't use, but guys, make sure you like this video if it helps you get some easy kills. Also write a comment below what's your favorite gun to use, because the meta, basically there isn't a meta at the moment. And also subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you all in my next video.